Hi, everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to create a timeline in Wix, which if you've seen one, they look a little bit complicated, but they're actually really easy to make. So in order to show you how to do this, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to start off by, let me go to the right tab here. I'm going to show you a sample. Okay. And I'm actually kind of halfway down the page. Let me go back up. So this particular student, they have put a special picture back here to kind of highlight the beginning of their timeline, and they just named it Timeline. So you can call it American History Timeline or World History Timeline, whatever class you happen to be in. You can be creative with it if you want. And then I can just hit the down arrow, and this is really cool. I can scroll through all of the events, and he's got various pictures here for each one. Now, this particular scrolling is called parallax scrolling, and it's actually pretty easy to do, believe it or not. So the other thing I was going to mention, he's got for every picture, he's cited it. So the main thing when you add these pictures, because you are publishing them on the web, you want to make sure that they are copyright free. And I'll also show you about that in just a moment. So for right now, let's go to the editor. So hopefully everyone by now has created their blog and you know how to get to your homepage in your editor. And so you're going to come up here where it says page and home at the top left, click on the drop down arrow, and then you're going to click on manage pages. So I'd like for everyone's timeline to be a new page on their blog. So it's not a blog post, okay? So we're going to click on add page, and it's going to take it just a minute here to load up. But what you'll see is it offers you some really nice templates. So the student I just showed you, he used this particular template right here, which is the long rectangles. You could also do something that looks like this. This is okay. I would prefer it to be in a line, sort of like a timeline. So this would be good. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go with this particular one right here. So I'm going to add the page, and it takes it just a minute to load. And so once you get in there, you really just need to edit the information that they've given you. So it's going to ask you to name your timeline. So we'll just call this World, capital H, History Timeline. And I'm going to click Done. And then if you want to move this around or do anything with it, you have lots of options here that you can go through. And so, okay, when you come here, normally when you click in the box, you can kind of start typing, yeah? And it doesn't actually let you do that on Wix. So you're gonna have to make sure you hit edit text, and then you'll be able to type over the information. So I'm gonna call this will be the name for it. So we'll just call this timeline. And if you want, you can, let's see, click on edit text. You can center it if you want. You can make it bold. All kinds of fun little things here. If you want it to have a special feature like an animation, you can bounce it in, float it in, turn it in, all kinds of fun things. So you can play around with that. For this first slide, we don't really need extra information here. So I'm just going to highlight this box, and you see the blue line around it tells me that it's highlighted, and also the edit text is available. So I'm just going to click delete, and it's gone. And same thing with this picture. I'm going to delete that. And then I can add my own photos. I can do what I want with it. If you want to change the background, you can click change strip background. Okay. And you can add your own picture. You can upload pictures. And uploading pictures is pretty easy. If you click, once you have it saved on your computer, you can just click over here, upload and import. And then you can just click on the picture that you want, and it'll just put it right up there. So yeah, super easy. If you want to save, I did pull this up also. Like this is a map of Paul's journeys, right? So this is what I did to find this. I wrote the topic in here, and I just wrote no copyright. So if you go to Library of Congress, they have tons of free things for American history. They actually have some world history events as well. But yeah, so I just typed in Paul of the Bible, no copyright, and I found this free Bible images. So click here, and then I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to hover over the picture I want, if I want the map, and then I can save it, and you can choose where you want it to go and all that good stuff, what you want to call it. And then you would just come over to Wix and upload it, and it would just be right on your timeline. So it's pretty easy. Okay, so now we're going to go to the first thing. So I'm going to click here. Don't forget to click edit text. And the first thing on the timeline rubric is Paul's missionary journeys. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to type in Paul's missionary journeys. Okay. And I'm going to put the date up here, which was, let's see, should say AD, sorry for the typo, AD 46 through 66. So 46 through 66. And that's roughly, and you could say circa, since we're not 100% sure, circa just means about that time. Okay, so then you could take this and you could just kind of give a little synopsis of information. You don't need to say a whole lot, maybe just say where it's found in the Bible. I'm really looking for like 1 or 2 sentences. So this is way more than what you would need. I don't know, Paul traveled on 3 journeys. You could say which are recorded in the book of Acts. Okay, so just something super simple. And then you can go on to the next thing. So now see how this contact strip looks really different? I don't really need that. I don't want that on there. So I'm just going to delete all of that. I just highlighted it and click delete. And then the easiest way to continue working with your timeline events, click over here. So I highlighted this strip. I clicked on the 3 dots, and then you're just going to click duplicate, and it'll just duplicate it for you. And you can add new backgrounds. You can change the information, and you can just duplicate all the way down the page. Every week, you'll have about 7 or 8 timeline events, and you can just bam, 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 get them all knocked out. And it really doesn't take very long. So I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Did I say how to change the background? I don't remember. You can do quick edit over here, where you can change the strip background if you want. If you click here, it gives you an option to add a video. You can choose from your own files if you want. There's all kinds of things right here. And then also, if you don't want to do the quick version, let me go back here. You can, hang on, let me move this. I'm just going to close this out. Okay. So if you click here and click outside of this, you can change strip background this way. And it should give you an option. If you want to do the parallax scrolling, that's going to be right here, scroll effects. They aren't available when the strip background is invisible. Okay, so you'll have to play around with the background and actually add a picture. And once you have various pictures on your background, then it'll give you the option. You'll just click on this, and there will be an option that says parallax scrolling. So I hope that is very helpful to you. I thank you guys for your hard work on this project, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.